Hey everyone, Ethan Nader here with Horizon Hobby, and welcome to the RealFlight Trainer Edition Buyer's Guide video. Now, for those of you who don't know, RealFlight is the #1 RC flight simulator in the world and is being used by so many pilots today. And RealFlight Evolution is the latest and greatest version of RealFlight, and it contains hundreds and hundreds of aircraft, airports, and all kinds of features. And it might be a bit intimidating to someone who is just getting into the hobby and just wants aircraft that are essential for learning the basics of RC flight. And RealFlight's solution to this is RealFlight Trainer Edition, and it's essentially a simplified version of RealFlight Evolution that contains just a handful of favorite aircraft and popular aircraft from Horizon Hobby brands. Now, with that being said, those aircraft are perfect for learning the basics of RC flight with. But what's great about RealFlight Trainer Edition is that it rewards you as you fly these aircraft and learn the basics. So after 2 hours of flight time, you will unlock a new set of aircraft that are essentially a next step up from the previous aircraft that you were flying. So now you got a lot more options to choose from when choosing from aircraft. And after 4 hours of flying on RealFlight Trainer Edition, you will unlock even more aircraft and a couple new flying locations, essentially completing all of the unlockable aircraft and flying locations for RealFlight Trainer Edition. And what's also really nice about RealFlight Trainer Edition is that all of the options in which you can get the Trainer Edition, they're a lot cheaper than getting the full version of RealFlight Evolution. So what's nice is if you're not sure if you want to fully jump into the RC hobby, if you just want to test the waters a little bit, RealFlight Trainer Edition is perfect for that. However, at a discounted rate after you get Trainer Edition, you can always upgrade to the full version of RealFlight Evolution through Steam. And that's pretty much going to sum up the benefits of RealFlight Trainer Edition as well as a brief overview. Let's go ahead and talk about the different combo options in which you can purchase RealFlight Trainer Edition and which one might be best for you. Starting off with the least expensive version of RealFlight Trainer Edition, this is going to be the software-only version. So for $39.99, you can get the software-only. It's not going to come with a controller, so this is going to be a good option for the beginner RC pilot who may have already purchased a ready-to-fly aircraft that comes with a Spectrum transmitter. So something like the SLT-6 that you see here, you can connect to RealFlight Trainer Edition through the USB-C port on the back of the transmitter, or you can do so wirelessly with something like the DXS or even any other Spectrum transmitter that you may have been handed down from a friend who's into RC. In order to fly RealFlight Trainer Edition with the DXS or wirelessly through another Spectrum transmitter, you can do so with the Spectrum WS2000 dongle that you see here. So for $44.99, you can get this wireless dongle and essentially bind it up to your DXS or your other Spectrum transmitter that you may have been gifted to and essentially enjoy RealFlight Trainer Edition wirelessly. The last way you can enjoy the software-only version of RealFlight Trainer Edition is through the Interlink DX. Now, this is the USB transmitter that comes with RealFlight Evolution, and it's essentially the most capable of all the transmitters just because it is made specifically for RealFlight Trainer Edition and also RealFlight Evolution. All you have to do is hook it up to your computer with the USB port and enjoy it right through this transmitter. A lot of people opt to use this transmitter so then they don't put any wear and tear on a transmitter that they may want to use solely for aircraft in real life. They just don't want that extra wear and tear on the transmitter itself since it's a lot more expensive than the Interlink DX. The Interlink DX, you're looking at $99.99 for this transmitter. And again, it's good to sometimes have just a separate transmitter for RealFlight. That's what I personally like to do, especially if I'm on the go a lot. This one might get thrown or beat around a lot, and I just don't want that to my actual RC transmitter, so it's just good to have the Interlink DX. So that's an option as well in which you can enjoy the software version of RealFlight Trainer Edition. Now, we talked about that Spectrum WS2000 wireless dongle that you can use for the DXS or another Spectrum transmitter to fly wirelessly. There's actually a combo version, and that's going to move us up to the middle ground version of RealFlight Trainer Edition. So for $59.99, you can get the RealFlight Trainer Edition software along with the WS2000 dongle. Now, as we just talked about, the WS2000 is great for someone who has a transmitter like the DXS, or maybe a Spectrum transmitter that they want to fly wirelessly with RealFlight. So again, this combo is going to be great for that. Now, moving on to our last combo option for RealFlight Trainer Edition, we're going to be looking at the RealFlight Trainer Edition software that comes with an SLT6 transmitter. Now at $79.99, this is the most expensive RealFlight Trainer Edition option. However, it's also the best bang for your buck because along with the Trainer Edition software, you also get a Spectrum SLT6 transmitter that you can use for select beginner aircraft from Horizon Hobby brands. As of now, these popular aircraft include the Hobby Zone Apprentice STOL S, E-Flight UMX Slow Ultra Stick, and the newest Blade Revolution 90 FP. So if you had this combo of RealFlight Trainer Edition with the SLT6 and you later decided that you wanted to get the Hobby Zone Apprentice STOL S or even the E-Flight UMX Slow Ultra Stick, you would be able to get the bind and fly version of those aircraft, which is much cheaper than the ready to fly version because the ready to fly version comes with the SLT6. However, you already have the SLT6 transmitter if you got this option. So you can get the cheaper bind and fly version of the aircraft and be able to fly that aircraft with the SLT6 transmitter that you got with the RealFlight Trainer Edition combo. And one last notable thing about the Spectrum SLT6 transmitter with RealFlight Trainer Edition is that it's a lot more portable than something like the Interlink DX that you see here. As you can see, it's a little bit smaller. Same thing with the DXS. It is considerably smaller, so you can pack it in smaller luggage or a smaller backpack if you are on the go with RealFlight Trainer Edition. So that's one thing to think about as well. All right, everyone, and that's going to cover it for the RealFlight Trainer Edition Buyer's Guide video. Thank you all so much for watching. For those of you who are getting into the hobby and wanting to learn with an RC flight simulator, RealFlight Trainer Edition is the best, and hopefully you saw that in this video with all of the combo options that we have laid out for you, and hopefully you can better determine which Trainer Edition combo is right for you. So again, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.